Hey teachers, here we go, week 14. Hey, Merry Christmas. So, considering that tomorrow is a half day, all right, we're going to leave this a nice short presentation, okay? And really, actually, the kids are going to go do their own independent work. So, we're going to be looking at nuclear energy, which we discussed last week in our renewable versus non renewable, clean versus dirty energy sources, and how nuclear energy does seem to be a very possible good source of power for the future as it's reliable, it's dependable, and it can actually be really green, except for its byproduct that we can store, right? So it's good for the environment, possibly, but it's a very good, dependable source. So, but there is some stigma around it because there have been some nuclear disasters. So this week they're going to be talking about uh, is it worth it? Is it really worth the risk of a nuclear disaster so we can have nuclear power? And they're gonna look over a Padlet and do some individual research for this. Okay. Before we get started, though, I want to remind you, and please remind the students that ESUMS is doing a clothing drive. Okay, it's run by the ESUMS Student Committee. So here's the information. Please share this with the students. All right, so that they know what's going on, so they have opportunity to help out. Awesome. And yeah, this stuff is due now. Again, our UN Sustainable Goals. Okay, we want to have good health. We want affordable and clean energy. We want to, have good climate action and be responsible consumers. So nuclear energy discussion have with the kids. Is it worth the risk? Is the risk versus reward worth it? Okay. Have the kids talk about it. Maybe poll them, see what they think. All right. Then, sorry, my dog just walked in. Uh, we're gonna do a case study. You don't have to do this. All right, the kids are gonna do this. We put together a Padlet that has these three nuclear disasters that have happened across the world: Chernobyl, which happened in Ukraine; 3 Mile Island, which happened in Pennsylvania; and Fukushima, which happened in Japan. Three nuclear issues that arose, some very severe and some not so severe. And students are going to read about them, watch some videos on them, and they're going to answer some questions based on whether or not it's worth, they think, to do nuclear because of these three things that have happened. But yeah, 3 Mile Island happened right here in America. And Fukushima, well, that actually happened in a lot of our kids' lifetime when a tsunami hit Japan and flooded the whole thing. And they actually had a really severe meltdown. So this is what the Padlet looks like. The students are going to go to the link that we have down here below. Okay, you can post it for them. It's also in a Google Classroom. We've already posted it there for them in their Google Classroom. Well, it will be there Wednesday morning for them. They'll click on the Padlet, and inside the Padlet are a bunch of different columns. One for Chernobyl, one for Fukushima, one for 3 Mile Island, and then one miscellaneous information about nuclear energy. But inside each one, talking about, hey, what happened at this site, uh, what are the long-term effects? Like we can go to Chernobyl now. A couple people have gone there, since it's 40 years later now, and done a study on, man, what is it like? It's actually still a nuclear wasteland. You cannot go there without special equipment and protection because it's still a fallout location. Um, and over here on the nuclear miscellaneous power information, okay, I have two videos weighing the good versus the bad. I also have two videos where President Obama talked about the benefits of nuclear power and how there's no perfect energy source. And in his mind, nuclear power is a great place to actually look to the future. And it's a video about him breaking ground, him cutting a ribbon, breaking ground on some new nuclear power plant facilities when he was in office. Pretty interesting. And he actually talks a lot about his green vision goals and how nuclear power has to be a part of it. So I thought that was really cool. It's a pretty interesting little video that he did for the media. That is it. So you only have to really talk with them about the risk versus the reward discussion and share with them what to do in the Padlet. Okay. So spend 10 minutes with them, then let them be on their way. They can go straight to the Padlet and do their work and submit it. And then you're free. Again, have a great and Merry Christmas, everybody.